Welcome back to another episode of Progress Mindset Podcast. We hope you guys are doing well. I'm your host, Sophia, and I'm with my co host, Franz. And today
What's
we
up,
just want
guys?
to
What's
do,
up?
yes, today we just want to do a temperature check of everything that's going on in the world, offer you guys, some guidance and some gems to how to navigate through these unprecedented times. So let's get into it.
Oh yeah,
Um, it's been crazy. Wouldn't you agree, Franz?
yeah. It's been very crazy. It's been a lot, going on. M- More than a mouthful.
Yeah. It's been
Yeah.
crazy. I mean, for most of us, it's been manageable, but it just seems like um, everything around us, surrounding politics, gas prices, inflation, the housing market, everything just seems just heightened. And we've been through these times before, but this time it just feels like different.
No, it is. We kind of in a time where you don't really know what to expect. Because
Hmm.
to be honest with you, after COVID, like you just don't know because when COVID hit, we went through some tough time, and you really didn't know what was next. You didn't really know what direction we was going. So the fact that you know we went through it, and of course we 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 lost a lot of great, a lot of people, unfortunately. But we just now just starting to scratch the surface of us, getting to some type of normalcy, like kind of normal, but not, because every time we jump over an obstacle, it seems like we just falling right back to something else. Um, a lot of it have to do with just what happened during COVID and after, with the economy. So, and I think, for the past couple of years, we've just been going through a lot of changes, and it's have not been easy, for many of us, you know, because we facing times, we going through obstacles that we are not accustomed to. But if it's I would say if it's one thing that human beings are accustomed to is changes. We do pretty well with change when things are uh because nothing really stays the same. Things change every day. But the stuff that we've been faced with the past couple of years, I can honestly say is not easy. It is not easy, especially what's going on with the inflation, like properties, homes, or everything is so expensive.
Hmm.
And that's due to the fact that things are so expensive, especially, you know, the cost of living, due to the fact that this is so it's such in a uprise. It's forcing a lot of people to move to move
Hmm.
to places to different states, that's probably, way out of the it's out of the way from, from where they are now, because normally, when things get a little rough, let's say you live in Brooklyn, you probably, try to head to the Bronx. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Go to go to Canarsie, go to Queens, try to find something cheaper or more safe. But when you really look at like a place like New York right now, um, if you are moving, I don't think you're trying to really move to another borough. You trying to basically get out of that state, try to move to a place like, places like Jersey, Connecticut. Some people are moving way across, all the way down to, many people are moving to like places like Texas, the Carolinas. A lot of us, places that a lot of us probably haven't been to. But when tough times hit, when you have to make sacrifice, when you have family and want better for yourself, sometimes you have to go to uncomfortable times. You have to go through uncomfortable things in order to get comfortable. So at first, is of course, is it gonna be hard? When you have to make these changes, when you have to probably upgrade on your job, try to look for something better, or have to leave something that you're accustomed to, or have to move to a different place where it's not the same as what you're accustomed to. Is it gonna be hard? Yeah, it's gonna be hard. But like I said, if it's one thing that us human are accustomed to is change, and we embrace change. And then when change come, it's could be it's most time is a good thing, because that takes you out of your comfort zone, allows you to do better, allows you to push yourself to the limit, you know. And that's when the warrior comes out of you. When the tough time hit and you have your backs against the wall and you have no choice but to strive, no choice to do better for yourself and your family. Those challenging times will bring out the warrior in you, and you just gotta have faith. You just gotta stay focused, and keep it pushing. Just keep up the good fight, because it's definitely worth you giving it a shot. Because if you are living somewhere where things are just not working out for you, the best thing to do is just to try to look for a better way. If that's where you at is where you want to stay, you're probably gonna have to adjust, try to do more, and try to get either a better paying job, or you have to um do more things to make things work for you. Whatever you have to do, you're just gonna have to stick it out and try to make it happen. But it might not be easy, but you know we can do it. We've been through worse, and like we saying, things are not easier now, because when things go up, is most of the time once prices of things go up, there's really no, it's never gonna go back to the way it used to be. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they was like, oh, the prices are up now. Yeah, prices are up for good. Because even if it goes down, it's not gonna go back down to the way it used to be. Because when things change, that's it. That's like you renting an apartment. Once you raise the rent, I don't think you're gonna raise it back. You know?
Yeah,
I don't
my
think you're gonna.
eyebrow
I
lady
mean,
said
not
that
raise.
too. When we
Hmm?
came out of COVID, my eyebrow lady was like, "Oh, I'm temporary raising the price."
Oh boy, yeah, right.
It's still the same.
Exactly.
A year and a half later.
What's she gonna tell you? She's just gonna tell you, things are, rent is up, the price of living is more now. They're gonna hit you with that. So, and then you can't really blame them. If you're somebody that understand how business work, you have to feel for them. You have to understand where they're coming from. Because once one person start raising their prices, it's just a domino effect. You know, it's
Mm-hmm.
just gonna everyone is gonna do it eventually. Everything is gonna change. As minimum wage go up, so will the property, so will the cost of food, so will all our everyday goods. So it's just it's just how it that's just how it is, you know? That's just how it is. So yeah, man, I know it haven't been easy, but just have faith, and believe in yourself, and just continue to continue to strive, because that was like the main focus. I just wanted to, like, do a quick friendly knock, because I know, we all in this together. We all need to like work together as a unit. Whatever we can do, if it's a word of encouragement to one another, that's what we should do. We us as human beings, we all related. We all family. So we should want to see each other do well. So um, I would encourage people not to get distracted, because you can also get too distracted in this world and be blind to the truth, because we have so much going on out here. Fear can check in and put your 2 cents into, because we all know that it's a lot going on, not just in America but around the world. And if you're so busy um being distracted by whatever is in social media, in the news, you will miss out on a lot that's going on. You will miss out on the important conversations that we should be focusing on. The stuff that's important. And just don't let, like, social media, or don't let um those things um distract you, because you will hit stuff that's not as important as the things that we should really be focusing on, which is our safety. um it's stuff like that which is even more important, because who knows what the future will bring. But we just gotta have hope, and we gotta keep our eyes open, and just um pray for pray for a better tomorrow. But another we can pray all day, but prayer requires action as well. um so when we pray for things and we pray for each other, we got to do the necessary. We got to do what's necessary to, for us to move forward as a human race.
Yeah. Well, for me, I'm always gonna try to add some advice on how to save money in this economy.
Hmm.
So definitely try to limit, your purchases on things you don't need, like opening credit cards. Just because times are getting harder, don't mean you gotta put yourself in more debt. Be smart, pay off credit cards that are the highest interest, right? And then use that money that you were using to pay off that credit card to pay off another debt. Just because you have one less expense, that doesn't mean you could, that's extra money if you still have debt. So try to utilize your finances that way. Shop where you get rewards. I always, if I'm doing grocery shopping, I have, I'm clipping the coupons. I'm going on cashback apps where like you could submit your receipt like Ibotta, and you could get your money back for, you know, if you have something that's on a promo to get your money back, and then you can turn that into cash, gift cards, whatever. Be smart with your gas usage. Try to do all your errands in one day instead of multiple days, so you could save, gas,
Hmm.
stuff like that. I know a lot of jobs they're giving like inflation raises. Have you heard of those?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
have.
they're
That's
they they're,
good.
they're doing that, which is great. But again, don't go crazy thinking it's extra money. There's no such thing as extra money when you're when you have debt.
Yeah,
Until you become debt free, there's definitely no such thing as extra money.
of course.
So buy in bulk, and just be smart. Even if you do have it and you're not struggling, an opportunity to save money is an opportunity to save money. At least that's how I see it.
Hmm.
So try to be as wise as you can and try to navigate in this economy, and know when you're being distracted, know when things are on TV, when just trying to distract you. There's propaganda out there, There is fear mongering, but you just have to really be smart and try to utilize how you spend your time now, the things you want to invest in, um, and not just invest meaning like financially, but things you want to invest in for yourself. Maybe now's the time to practice more self-care. you know Maybe you neglected yourself for the past couple of years, and maybe it's time to really tune into yourself and lock in to figure out what are you missing for you so you can continue to be better.
Right.
So I think now is the perfect opportunity for everyone to just reset and reevaluate, uh, not only everything that's going on around them, but what is going on with ourselves too as well. Because one thing the pandemic taking away, our everyday pleasurities that we take for granted. You were forced to be with yourself, away from people, away from most distraction, and really tune into you. So
Mhm.
if you came back outside and you lost that connection, um, now it's just a good time to really, really to lock in on yourself, because it just seems like something is in the water, and it's just like it's snapping in people. Every day in the news you hear a shooting, somebody in the subway, they're getting pushed, and all those are not new things, but it just seems like more occurrence. And again, it could be the news, right? Just shining more fear mongering, into our daily lives. But regardless of the fact that they're still there, so it's again being nice and kind to each other, because we're all going through something. It's the people who don't speak on their issues that are going through the most.
Mhm.
So don't assume because someone isn't complaining, you know, they aren't going through it, and vice versa. Someone who's being expressive, you know, that they're just exaggerating or whatever. So, um, those are, just some tips that I would say to just try to practice,
Mhm.
um, to try to guide you through these times.
Yes. And just stay focused. Prayer. Make sure you pray because prayers work. And just get God involved in your life, and just don't feel like you alone. There's more than enough people that you can talk to. Like if you're going through something, don't feel like you have to face your issues alone, because they have all different type of ways now that you can get assistance. Because as you go through tough time, you also go through a lot of stress, and the human mind is not built for that, and your heart is not built to handle so much stress. When you are under stress, you are unable to really think properly, so you might want to reach out for the right help. And like I'm saying, there's so many different ways now that you can do it, because even if you don't want to go and sit with somebody, um face to face, to do the session, maybe you're not as comfortable to do that yet, you can actually do it through Zoom, or on the phone. Just do it. Just do what's best for you in the best way that you are comfortable with, until like you maybe you ready to go face to face with the help. But definitely just like Afia said, focus on your self care. Take care of yourself, because nobody else will take care of yourself than you would. So, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and then just spread love. Spread love. No other way, you know, spread love among each other. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that was to the point. We didn't want, this is, we just wanted to just check in, see how everyone is doing, and
Yep.
just offer some suggestions that might help us navigate through. I know it's still, you know, when you just think about just feeling like everything is normal because we get to travel again and do all these other things again, but we're very much not out of the woods. And although, don't dwell on things you can't change, just still be cognizant of everything around you.
Yes. Well said.
Well, that's a way to wrap it up. Okay, so thank you guys for checking in and listening to our episode. We hope you find hope and peace in this society, and we hope that everyone's doing well. As always, you like, comment, subscribe to our YouTube and our Instagram, Progress Mindset Podcast. And if you have any topics you'd like to hear, or any advice or anything, you can always drop in and leave us a comment, leave us a message, and we'll get back to you.
All right. Take
Thank
care,
you.
guys. God bless.